Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, my friends. This is, of course, the MRC show that never ends, and we are back. Round 3 of season 18 here, down under, in Melbourne Albert Park for the Australian Grand Prix Tier 2 action coming your way. But before we get into the all-important qualifying session, it is a great pleasure to introduce the man alongside me this evening, a man who we've actually not been in commentary box for a little while now, and I love it when we are. Good friend as well, Mr. Night Shadow, the man of many voices. Hello, sir.
Hello, and it has been an absolute while since we last commentated together. I mean, I have to say, I think the closest one was that infamous Austria three-way battle that I think we had at one point. I think that may have been the last time, and it was it was there. But yeah, I was thinking to myself, shall I do an Australian accent? I thought, I'm not going to today. I'm going to do an accent I can't even do, but just Scottish. So.
To be fair, I actually had a conversation with a friend of mine this afternoon at work, and it was, speaking of accents, and I was very lucky. A customer gifted me a bottle of rum. Not that I hinted or anything, but no. But it said on the bottle that it started in Scotland, blended in the Caribbean. And his point was, what kind of person and accent would you have for that? I said, well, I'm actually commentating with a Scotsman tonight. I'll ask him.
Well, that's it. Let me think about this. Hi there, I've been out and about. Aye. There you go.
Yeah, proper Scot, that.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, let's put it this way. You could be in Australia when, if you think about it, technically all Australian submarines are down under. I'll let that sink in.
Yeah.
This is what they've got tonight. God help them.
I know. Good evening to Single Track, saying that the pairing has the potential to be one letter alphabetically adjacent to chaps. Yeah, we do need to work that one out. I don't know. Good evening, Nibs. Evening, Bobo. No, not full lobby tonight. One short, unfortunately. So running with the 19 this evening.
I didn't get the dress code about chaps. Mr. Hills, are you chapsing for us?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Maybe that's what he's wearing.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me up those mountains.
No, I know.
It's a little bit chilly.
Yes, it is. Yep, absolutely. So let's go to the season. I think, I know you've been away and missed a bit, unfortunately, but it's been a bit exciting this season.
Just a bit, it has. And actually, when you look at the kind of closeness in the battle, like the top 5 or 6 are separated by like 10 points in the championship. Which is just superb. And okay, it's only after 2 rounds, but still. And then you look at the constructors, and again, you've got maybe 15 points, 17 points separating the top 5. So there's a lot of people who's going to try and win, and there's probably some people who are just going to try.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking there. Some people try. I was thinking, who can we put to that, and obviously Dumbest Hornet, the older Pratt's brother.
Yep.
You can try. As does Ryan.
And does Carl.
Yes, well, exactly, yes. Whereas maybe Kingsley. Is he Jamaican?
Well, that's a good point.
Oh. Kingsley Green. Sounds Jamaican, if I'm being honest.
It does, but he's had a good season. He's currently leading by 3 points to Maka, who I think there was an error in the stewarding last week, so that may get looked at. But he is currently sitting second, only 5 points ahead, 6 points, ahead of Airways. And then Colin last week was fantastic, had the win, and that's jumped him straight up to 4th in the standings. So you're right, it is super, super close in Tier 2 already. And a big mix of results, and anything can be possible, especially around here as well. Such a difficult track for track limits.
Oh, I was just about to mention that actually, because it's Kingsley had to go into the pits because he had a red. So did Carl, I think. So yeah, track limits not easy. Although with the 4 DRS zones, you're kind of eager to get on the power, but yeah, you're gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, we've just been called as well about Team Iron Rum. I like it.
Iron Rum.
You missed out the brew and had the rum. I like it.
Or you could do Iron Brum. There you go.
I'll do.
Brum.
I am
Exactly.
Exactly.
There we
Apart
go.
from I'm not from Brum, I'm northeast. But anyway.
Well, yes, but just
We'll go with it. I'll run with it. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
pretend.
yeah.
I'll pretend. I'll pretend.
Je braucht het. Je braucht het. Je braucht Brum.
So, a single track meant chaos. Yeah, pretty much.
all right.
That's about right.
Oh, a single letter.
Yeah,
Okay,
I couldn't work out which one.
No.
If I had to choose from, and I ran out at 4.
Well, I ran out after A, if I'm being perfectly honest. I was like, what's this? Talking about who isn't running out, San Moritz is coming to the end of his lap in the Kick Saubert.
Yeah.
117's up for the top 5, comes across the line.
16th, I think. Oh, 69 it was. Andrew said he doesn't have a problem with his wheel. Might need to reset his wheel. That's not ideal at all. You're not going to be able to do very well with that. Who we got? So G-Star on laps. He can't qualify, but he will do.
Smith's on the mediums.
I'm not going to read out what Martin's just put about the last sector, but it's quite good.
Let me look.
Yeah, so, I mean, we're 8 minutes and 7 minutes in, and only a few people have set lap times, and I think that is it. People are going out and making that validation, having to dive in the pits, and it is so difficult to get a full lap around here, I know.
Not quite sure if we can say this, but...
no, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there for me, but everybody who's watching, do hit the thumbs up like button as well, of course. Do get involved as Smith goes very wide through turn 1, and that is one of the very, immediately a difficult corner. And I'm finding sort of the end of the first sector quite difficult. Turn 6, 7, where Colin is on his outlap. I'm finding difficult. Of course, turn 10, I think it is. That's also quite tough. So there are the balance of your setup has got to be so pinpoint, and it's almost like you would sacrifice part of the lap for a stable car, and it is so difficult because you need stability, but you also need the responsiveness to get that car to. It's so tough.
And with the kind of 4 DRS zones, start from the straight between 2 and 3, between 9 and 11, and then between 12 and 13, you need to get a decent run, otherwise you're just a sitting duck at the end of it.
You are.
Talking about sitting ducks, Kingsley is not a duck. He is quacking his way down between turns 2 and 3 at the moment. We'll see how well he does.
Yeah, keep an eye on this one. And that's it. It's so tough.
It's one of those tracks. It's one of those tracks that because it's a street track, you don't tend to get a lot of grip, and because in the past it's the lighting. Oh my God, Kingsley's rear end there.
Yeah, and invalidated from it.
Yeah, the sunshine doesn't help also because the shadows go onto the track and you don't always know where you're placing the car.
Yes. Yeah, it makes some of those braking zones very difficult and almost hides, like you said, the turning point. It hides the braking point. It hides the apex of some corners as well. So, and then you're right about the grip. It is so tough to get the fine balance and to pull a real lap out here. And I mean, I hope we don't see it, but I have a feeling we may see a few 3-point penalties. What I do joke in another league is a few people are a little bit more prone to 3 seconds than others, and we'll just see who's aiming for the magic 21 and see who managed to get blackjack.
Well, that's it. Although, talking about gaming, it's what you call a gaming party set in Australia. It's a land down under.
Certainly it. Absolutely.
I'll let that sink in again. Gets progressively worse. I'm just seeing Monster coming around the final corner in his McLaren. Puts the again, the final corner's difficult as well though. If you don't have a good setup, he's gone right up to the top.
Yeah.
16.7.
Good lap. It looked very neat and tidy. Very neat.
Oh no. Sorry, Airways just went top.
Moss at the bottom end of the third sector. Had a spin, but that was on his out lap, so once he cleans his tyres up, he should be okay to go. Hopefully he's not having these problems with his wheel, and it can...
Carl's had a spin as well on the pit straight.
Oh yeah, and you just mentioned the final corner, and you're right. It's almost a bit bumpy. It's one of those, because the car just unsettles. It's so tough to get the right gear, I found out.
Yeah. No, and it is, because you want, again, decent traction coming out of the final corner onto the back straight, because there is a DRS, but at the same point in time you need to have the stability within the car, otherwise you're just going to go round, or you're going to compromise yourself so much.
You are, absolutely. Watching the end of Ryan's lap in the Alpine, and he was very unlucky last time out. He risked and changed and went on to a completely different strategy, and it nearly paid off for him on a podium at Monza, and it nearly worked 17, one good lap up to 4th, and he just had a penalty, and it just dropped him off the podium place. But really was a just incredible race from Ryan Flaherty as well. They had some fantastic races last time out, so that's going to be interesting. Oh, Jack's illegal blocking.
I was just on with him, and I don't actually know who he blocked. Because the car in front was going in the pits, and the car behind was going in the pits.
I've never seen an illegal blocking penalty before.
No.
Wow.
I mean,
I'm
sitting here going, I don't quite understand it.
Yeah.
Moritz has just passed Airways back into provisional vote, but yeah, I'm not quite convinced. Are these the same stewards that gave Carlos Sainz 10 seconds?
Could be.
We shall see. But yeah, very strange one. So Jackster is going to start at least 6th, depending upon where he finishes.
Absolutely. We're just going to look on board with the Scuderia of Alex Edric.
Oh, I was on board with him already. How synced are we?
Absolutely.
There we go. Although he missed the apex there.
Monty, if you leave the lobby and get back in, okay, yes, you will miss qualifying, but you should get back in. That may, and then reset your wheel and everything. That may help. Hopefully with your force feedback as well, so you should be able to use one of the previous invites. Fingers crossed for you.
Yes. Again though, because this is a street track essentially, and all it is DRS. I mean, that's the reality of it. You're almost at a Monza type setup, but you still need the stability around about the tail end of the lap, kind of sector 3-ish. But I mean, just watching Alex just now, and he's just throwing that Ferrari around.
Yeah, that looks a great car at the moment, doesn't it, underneath him? And it's one of those difficult points about, yes, it feels great on the soft tyres, it feels great on low fuel. As soon as you get to the heavy fuel at a 17.4, so it does go up to 7, then it just becomes a total different animal. Oh, and gets very sideways. Exit turn 1, look, he completed his lap.
Pushing too much.
It was. Let's have a look. Armour is another one to watch. An outlap so far. I'm waiting for our leaders for less than 5 minutes left to leave the pits. Colin has left. We will do an onboard lap very soon. Connor 2.0. Good evening, sir.
Connor, what, the fake Connor?
The real Connor. Connor 2.0. Always an improvement.
Oh, I was going to say. Oh no, it's all right. Colin's on his outlap. Always fun. Sitting there going, wow, there we go. Yeah, everyone's going to have to think about getting out, and then they're going to have to think about actually slipstreams and getting out of people's way, especially in that final sector as people try and create a gap.
Yeah, it is. It's because it's so fast. Let's do an on board with Armour. He's got a car coming out the pits, braking into turn 1, take as much curb as possible, throws it through turn 2, and then the DRS wide open on the run down to turn 3. Heavy braking about the 100-metre board, keeps it in 3rd gear. Cars rotating, pull to the right side. Long, patient on the throttle through turn 4, through turn 5, flat out. Whiteford, the name of that corner. Then the difficult turn 6. How's it come into 5th? Throws it through, nice and stable through there. Gets on the power through this now. Turn 8, keeping to the right-hand side, shortening the track as much as possible. Turn 9, Clark. Now the long turn 10 sweeping corner. Now let the car drift out to the right as we get into turn 11. Drops it down 2 gears, takes as much curve as possible. And now the second part of the DRS out at 12. The run to turn 13, a scary corner. Heavy braking about the 100-metre board. Missed the apex slightly, but gets the car straightened up as it tightens on the exit. Turn 14, Stewart and pulls the car. Spot the braking for Prost. Turn 15. A little bit shaky, and Bale's on the lap. Not too bad, actually.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Colin TK coming to the end. He's running about 7/100ths of a second up. Kind of got a little bit maybe greedy slightly on turn 13, but he's now just coming around. Can he improve? This would put him same position, 5th, but is he going to get any better? No.
Ooh,
fractionally improves.
It was,
but not actually any better.
Could you send Mr. Bond an invite, please, my friend?
Yes, I can indeed.
We'll get you back in.
I'm winging my way to him.
Fantabby-dorsey. We're slightly down to his first sector by a 10th of a second. That's this final lap for the McLaren man. As he comes through. Long sweeping turn 10. Now spot the braking point. Fastest lap gain, 2/10 of a second through that middle sector. Doesn't use too much of the exit curb as well. Nicely done. Keeps and maintains that top speed as much as possible. Let the battery drain down a little bit. And now, as he spotted the brake and get that car straightened up, nicely done. Indeed. Now then, Stewart, turn 14, using every bit of the exit curb. Get the car pulled over. Now into Prost. How does he get through? Turn last corner. Nice and steady. Calm on the throttle. Plants it. DRS open. Using the rest of his battery to run towards the line. Is this going to be provisional pole? Oh, so close! 300ths of a second behind Moritz.
Invite on its way to the monster.
Good man.
But yeah, a minute and 25 to go. Kingsley Green from Jamaica is probably not from Jamaica, but hey ho, he is on a quick lap. Although he's used all of his battery, he's down to 10% and he's only at turn 4.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
that's an interesting
and
one.
he's harvesting right now, but.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. He said he's done 1 lap, so it's interesting. Jax is up on his time. He's at a half a second up, so this could bring him about the top 5. As he has a monster last sector. What's this going to do? Of course, 5-place penalty into 4th, so good improvement.
Yeah, it's a good improvement there. It's only KG. I think he's going to try and get round to do another lap, but he's got no fuel either. So I think that's him. 1:16.7 for him.
Yeah, provisional in 3rd. What about Maka? Maka slightly up, half a 10th up through the first sector.
Airways is right behind Moritz on the track, and they're both going to be going at it.
That's interesting. I wonder if Airways has managed to fuel again.
Airways has not got any fuel, so he's given up. So unless Maka...
lost a bit. He's lost about a 10th in that middle sector, so he's got to have 4/10, maybe half a second gain in the final sector. Take as much curb as possible. Wow, that was actually quite nice through there. Through 13 it was very nice. Oh, that would have put him off a little bit. Yeah, but Ryan was out the way, to be fair. It's just quick round there, so wasn't hampered. But now then, run towards the line. Is this going to be challenging pole position? Yeah. So close. 5,000ths behind Airways. Wow.
Loppy's not any quicker. Dumbest Hornet, is he going any quicker so far? Fractionally, but nothing material enough that's going to be there.
Flatty does improve. He's in 7th. 2,000s behind Redcar. Dumbest Hornet, is going quicker. So
slowly but surely.
Yeah, could bring him into the top 10. But G-Star, of course, hasn't set lap times. Avinash didn't set a lap. CDL and Armour not setting lap times today. And of course, Andrew with Dumbest Hornet, lost that last sector. Smith and Bit, last 2 to cross the line. And there we have it. Moritz, wow, even quicker for Moritz. So cements that pole position. Moritz will be on pole position here in Australia. Airways will be alongside him in 2nd with Maka and KG 3rd and 4th with Jackster and Redcar 5th and 6th. Flatty 7th. Colin ahead of Alex and Loppy in 10th. Dumbest Hornet 11th, then Captain Nib, Smith and Bit. Then we have G-Star, Avinash, CDL, Armour and Mr. Moan. So that was quite... There was a lot of improvements, a lot of invalidations there, as we're talking about. That's going to be difficult.
Yeah, the track's going to evolve over the race, but the amount of 3 seconds I think could be interesting because people are taking the limits of the track, shall I say.
They are, absolutely. Monster, you might want to try him again. I don't know if you got him in the year as well.
I've got him on, but I did have one that I sent it to.
Yeah,
I will find him again
yeah.
and send it to him.
So, not sure what's happening. It's a bit unlucky for him. But there we are, folks. Qualifying is done here in Tier 2. And there are your championship standard. We have got that interval for as well. Drivers have a comfort break, get their the setups, what they can do in Park Fermi, and their strategies set. It's about a 30 lap race here, give or take. So it's quite a long race, isn't it? And it's difficult on the tyres. The tyres really do take a beating.
Oh, they 100% do. I am just, hopefully, going to get Andrew back in. Always helps.
So hopefully we'll get him back in. But yeah, it's going to be a difficult one. I think the two-stop strategy is probably the way to go around here. I think maybe... I think probably the hards aren't very nice around here. In practice,
No.
they were not very nice at all. So, would you use the mediums? I don't know. I don't know really how far they'll go.
I think you have to go medium hards, but the question is do you want to get rid of those hards at this first part or after?
Yeah.
I mean, you know me and my love of an alternate strategy.
Absolutely.
I would go hards at the start because on this track, I don't think an early safety car is the one thing you have to worry about at the end of the day.
I mean, it's a big possibility around here.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's given the fact that the mediums, the offset isn't going to get you anywhere. You could go hards at the start because nobody's going to go from mediums to hards or soft to hard at the start. Lap 1, for instance.
Yeah, I think if you're brave and have the soft tyre to start with, you're looking about a lap 4, lap 5. That you're able to. Oh, Mr. Mon has joined. Hopefully, you can take control of your car and have. You should, because you're retired. You should still have your setup. I hope. Hopefully, your wheel works, Mr. Mon. So fingers crossed for you. Best of luck. So, yeah, I mean, I know he's going to be disadvantaged, unfortunately, Andrew. He won't be able to choose his strategy, I don't think, because he won't be able to take control of it. I don't know how it works, to be honest. Hopefully, he can. And get his strategy of what he wants to do with his tyres. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I think you're right with that. You know, who's going to use what tyre, and if you do start on the softs, it is a risk.
It is, and again though, given the speed, given the risk of time penalties, you almost want to try and keep it. You want to try and keep your grip, shall I say, for the tail end. Australia always brings a safety car towards the end, and I think if you're on hards and you've got other people on mediums or even softs, I think you're going to be a little bit kind of snookered. So I think start on the hards gives you room to play with, and I'm assuming there's no rain, which is sunny. However, rain is not unknown. But yeah, hards, mediums. I don't think we're going to see a two-stopper, if I'm being honest, unless there's a fundamental issue or multiple safety cars at the right time. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's medium, high speeds. Oh, get it wrong, you're in, you're out, pretty much out the race anyway, because the barriers are right there as well. I think there's going to be a lot of overtakes, but I don't see it being a safety car heavy, shall we say?
Yeah,
he says.
It's one of those that you're right. It could be one of those races that will surprise us, and we don't get many of them. And then you could have. Because, as you say, it is a street circuit, the walls are very close, and some of the spins that you could potentially have that we discussed can cause quite a bit of damage. So it's a probably a 70-30. Ooh, Dubbers Hornet has had a connection issue.
Oh.
Hopefully he can get back in.
Yep.
I might have to give him a go as well. But yeah, I think there's a lot of unknowns this one. A lot of races you can predict a little bit of what's going to happen. Oh, there he is. Yeah, we can predict usually. Is it more safety car central? Is it not? This is a very 50-50 one. This is really, really difficult, and I think it's going to be quite exciting because I think, as you said, the tyre strategy is going to be really interesting to see who does risk it maybe on the hard tyres. I think you're probably right. I think a lot of people will start on the mediums. Yeah, I think it's going to be... there's going to be a lot of unknowns, and I think it's going to be quite interesting to see who can then look after tyres, because that's going to be key massively around here.
That's exactly as your other point is tyre wear, because it's going to be, it's not a simple track where you, depending on how your setup is and how you drive as a person, you could easily burn up those rears, and this place is not forgiving when it comes to traction, because again, you've got lots of power, you've got lots of fast straights and DRS, so what do you need? Good traction, and if you burn that up early, you've kind of had it at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. You're right. You're right. The high-speed corners. You've got a lot of third, fourth gear corners. You've got a lot of long corners as well. And again, like you say, that traction through those long corners is so important. And then, it's right to say, the exit of turn 6 through 7, if you don't invalidate, that run to the DRS, out of the last corner, even through turn 1 and 2. Generally, you don't see overtakes into turn 1 unless you're very, very close. But it is a double DRS zone.
Yeah, you'll get it down into 3 and 4.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's where you would try to gain a little bit of time and then line them up under the heavier braking for turn 3, 4. And then again as well through turn 10, 11 and 12 is where we'd find it again. So here we go. We have the formation up already. We've got the possible race strategies at the bottom of the screen. Hards to mediums. Or hard, medium. So a
5 on the hards.
Yeah.
1 on the softs.
Which is G-Star. Well, who has to pit after lap 1 anyway?
Yes. But 5 hards, it's actually not that much of a difference. I think the people who put the hards on are probably the ones I expected. I think at the back you want to try and do something different.
Yeah.
Colin and Alex on them. Alex loves an alternate strategy as well, though. So already I can kind of see their position in the long game. If you were Loppy and Jackster, though, you don't want to be caught behind them. So you kind of want to be past them ASAP.
100%, yeah. But it will take a couple of laps, maybe 2-3 laps for them to start getting that grip and that temperature in, won't they? And then, like you said, I see why Colin and Alex would do it. I see why Thomas Hornet would do it. You're in the pack a little bit. If you can get them working while everyone else is sort of tiptoeing around everyone's nose to tail and just figuring out their own tyre wear, their own strategies, you can be in with a real chance here to do something different and to get the leap on them when the changeover starts to kick in. So it's going to be. So there's a few gaps actually on this lap. So interesting. Jackster wasn't why it was Dumas. I don't know who it was. There was a bit of a gap, and now they will have all concertina. So Andrew said he may have to park it unless he's got his car working and his wheel working, I should say. So let's go to the position changes that we have on opening lap as our leaders come down.
Who's commentator's curse? Who are you going for the win?
I'm going with Airways in P2.
Okay, Flaherty.
Good call. I like that. Ooh, Maurice forgot how to park. Ooh.
Well, he's definitely not winning. let's be honest.
And there are the race strategies once again at the bottom. So here we go. I'm going to have to go on board with, well, my bet, with is Airways. Have we got the commentator's curse? Or will we be proven wrong? We will wait and see, because now, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2, 3, 4 and 5 red lights. Tier 2 in Austria. Let's go racing. It's a good start for Maurice. Got an absolute brilliant launch. Airways clean off the game. But Mackin got a super launch. He's already on the outside into turn 1. Round the outside of Airways he goes. Jackson, what a start from him as well. Those hard tyres have not worked for Colin, and Alex Jackson did exactly what he needed to do. But look at this into turn 3. We've got Mac Airways, KG, they're all side by side. Through turn 3, Airways losing out massively. KG went around the outside. What a move that was, round the outside of that. But while they're battling, Marit already has gained 1 second over these boys.
He's just flying away, and to be fair, it was Kingsley in the Racing Bull who had angled his car so much you thought he was positioning towards China, and he's into second as well, past Macca on the run down into 11 and 12. We've got a couple of stragglers at the back, Armour Red, but everyone's behaving well, kind of.
Ooh, a few people a little bit wide. Red car has got through Airways. I've already commentated Kirsten badly. What a pull up. This is down to 6 already. Flaherty now through as well. Struggling with the race pace at this point. Side by side with Flaherty. Through turn 14. That's brave. That is very brave. Had to give it up. So now he's in a Williams sandwich. And what a poor opening lap for Airways. He just needs to settle himself down. But Red Car, I nearly chose Red Car and Flaherty because they were strong last week. And Red Car doing what he needs to do. And he is good round here. He does like this track. So just needs to watch his penalties. But now DRS, as you say, is now active.
Pit lanes, we've got the Ferrari, we've got the Ferrari, but got CLSDM, G-Star Andrew and Arma. But already, and this is where I think your likes of KG, Macca, Red Car, Fly will start to push each other now with the DRS. Will it become a bit of a train though? Possibly, but the one who I would be scared to be would be Kingsley. Because looking back from him, he's got 3 cars coming after him.
It certainly does. Well, 4 technically, but Airways is now crept back into the DRS, so there's a train all the way down to 15th. Now, Flaherty just, but this is where the dirty air, monster unfortunately didn't work for him, unfortunately for him. So hopefully he'll get everything sorted out for later on this evening. But yeah, the dirty air, big understeer for Kingsley. We've got virtual safety car. That was Armour had it a bit. So Andrew's car. Oh, that's unlucky for Armour. That's horrible because Andrew's car had obviously come back out as it does. He's now lost an M plate as Armour, and it must have just pulled over and stopped. Ghosted. Nothing he can do.
Full front wing as well.
Oh, he's just pitted at 2, and so maybe the cold hard tyres not gone well for him, and they are difficult to be fair. So yeah, a virtual safety car. That's just calmed everything down.
It has. The interval, funnily enough, was around about 1.5, 1.4 before, and I just jumped on. It was suddenly about 0.8 of a second. So it's going to be interesting to see who gains out of this. Because if you're Moritz, you don't want to be less than a second ahead of these guys.
Absolutely, it's how you time it, isn't it, when it ends. Once it says it's going to start ending, who knows what will happen. It's just a random time. Delta, but it is going green, I do believe. I think we are green. And I tell you what, he got a beautiful jump. He got 2 seconds now.
Dead.
Wow.
He had a great restart. The problem is, the one for Kingsley anyway, is the 2 behind him are pretty much gaining.
They are back at that a little look. Ryan looking very close. Kingsley, everybody's a lot of understeer with the dirty air through the high speed part of this track through 11 and 12. Can't get close enough this time, Macca. Ryan just sitting, waiting in the wings as he does, ready to pounce. And
I'm on board with Alex purely because watching the front, you've got Colin TK, you've got Airways, you've got Jackson, then you've got Flaherty. So it's not just that second to fourth. You've then got this group that are bunched together. I mean, Jacksta is being pushed along by Airways in that McLaren.
He is, and unfortunately just lost the DRS as well, so he's going to be vulnerable. Not into turn 1 though, but let's keep an eye on Airways. The understeer runs wide. He's got 3 seconds from it. We saw him go wide through 2.
And I was literally on board with him as well and seen it and thought, here we go.
Got the run. Is he going to get the car stopped in time? Bit of understeer. Gets the car stopped. Can Jackson come back? Can't. So Airways does make the move. CDL gets the fastest lap currently, but that gap's now come back down at the front to 1.5. Yeah, so that's going to fluctuate, I think, quite a bit. But I tell you what, Macca, wow.
He's around the outside. He's like, I'm not waiting for the DRS. He's got it open now.
And now he's got it, but the pickup pushed it. Look at Ryan as well. Oh, I thought Ryan's going to have a sneaky look. Macca goes wide through 11. He's going to be hampered a little bit, but he can't do anything. KG, is he going to be closer? It was a double DRS. He's safe for now.
I'm not going to say that we were perfectly in sync there, by the way, we were saying, and it's Ryan, look at Ryan! But it was! It was, I think, just the shock of the man from Redcar.
Yeah, it's just having a little look, thought about
Flattery's now making it 4 for the party.
Wow.
And again, let's be honest, Moritz and then Macca trade fastest lap. So this is where we're going to start to see Moritz's tyre saving. Is Macca going to try and pull it out a little bit because he's 7/10 ahead? But then you've got Ryan and Flattery all going to be racing after Kingsley. So yeah, we got one of the Mercedes. I think went a little bit of a spin. Was it? No, it was all right. It's still good.
That's okay. Yeah, Colin, I think as well. So Colin now in 7th. He was the leader on the hard tyres. So as CDL puts it into the 19s now, the fastest lap. So yeah, I think now we're going to see what the hard tyres can do. Colin had a good start. He's managed to sort of hold position around that 7th place and is on the back of Ellis. Jackster a little bit. They've got, well, Loppy's outside of DRS. He's got Alex for company. So that's going to be an interesting one because Alex on the hard tyres as well. He's closing on Loppy, who I know from experience last week is not an easy man to pass.
No. Absolutely not. And Colin's fastest lap, 121.6 at the moment, so everyone in front of him is slightly quicker, apart from it's only KG, who's 121.7. Now, the more interesting thing is, as we're going to get through the next 5 to 10 laps, is that offset between the tyres. So I'm just going to see what Colin does this lap. Whoever is fastest. So 121.6. I don't think he's going to beat that. Oh, actually, he might. Let's see what he comes across the line. 121.3. Okay, so he's starting to ramp it up. Airways was slightly slower. Flatter Day was just fractionally quicker, 21.0.
Yeah, so this is where it sort of fluctuates a little bit. I think it's that if you've got the clean air, Maritz has got the gap up to 1.8 seconds. So has that bit of breathing room slightly to pick his braking points to try to save us. Alex, what's happened to Alex?
Captain Nips and Alex. 10-second penalty.
Oh wow, Alex has actually lost part of his wing. And then Captain Nips has sort of let him back through. So I don't know if he sort of had a spin or half spin and Captain Nips hit him. I think this is going to be quite severe, sounds like, on the penalties this evening.
Yeah, I mean, again, a little bit confused by that. Oh, Dumbstorm's left the session, which is not good. But Macca is under pressure from Kingsley. Kingsley's going to make a move round the outside as they're coming now down in 213. There we go, nice and done round the...
it goes wide though! It goes very wide and now Macca gets it back. Had to react as well.
He did. That was carrying too much speed, slammed on the brakes maybe a little bit later, boom, straight on.
Absolutely, and that exit gets so tight. It used to be quite a good fun corner, that one. It's a lot tighter than it was. They've opened it up on entry, but yeah, that exit, it's up 90-degree corner, and it's so difficult to get right. As now KG has just found it. A few drivers just skirting the track limits there a little bit. I think, as I say, he might be quite heavy on that. Yeah, I thought it was. But this battling is just helping Maritz now 2.4 seconds that lead. So he's just hoping that keeps on going. And neither driver down to Airways, down to Colin, who's joined the back of this, that anyone gets through and starts to pull away and has the outright pace.
It just becomes a DRS train. And that's exactly what this is now, because the speed differential between Kingsley, between Ryan, between Fly, there's nothing really there. They're all just being brought along. Kingsley comes really close to him, so he goes from about 0.8 of a difference to about 0.3 of a difference. He gets 3 seconds.
Both, Ryan did it. He got through turn 11 and then Kingsley turn 12. Easy to do.
Yeah, we talked about this though and said people are going to have to be careful because they are going to hit penalties. And that is on 7 laps.
It is.
And they've got penalties already.
It is. I mean, we saw 1 or 2 early on as well. Avinash in the pits, not having a good season, unfortunately. The man from South Africa, so he's struggling a little bit. Oh, big spin! That's Ryan's out.
Oh, did we said this? We said this.
Safety car. I think it is a safety car.
Corner. For the final corner, we said this. So Carl instantly in the pits, first in the pits. Alex second. Alex is going to move from those hards. Wrong time. Wrong time for those hard runners.
Yeah.
Wrong time, actually, Jim.
Carl's put another set of mediums on, so it's nailing a 2-stop. Alex has had that front wing change, perfect for him. But yeah, you're right, hard tyres, but yeah, he's got the mediums. So the leaders got through the safety car, so they are safe on that respect, while everyone's at Delta. But yeah, Carl, that's perfect, hasn't it, for him? And so Smith's put the hard tyres on. Everyone else has gone for another set of mediums. CL hasn't actually pitted, surprisingly. Yeah, so he pit early and stayed out. I mean, this is perfect for the medium tyre runners, isn't it, to pit?
It is, but then you almost go, well, Carl pitted to put another set of mediums on, so he's going to have to pit again anyway. So how do you get away with it, and what do you do if you're the front runners? If you're Colin, you stay out.
Yeah.
No point going in.
I think so.
I think if you're Moritz, you stay out.
I don't know. I think that we went to Taiwan. I think, it is 20 laps. We've got 21. We'll be probably 19 after the safety car. I don't think the hards will do it.
No,
I think it's too early. I think it's still going to be a 2-stop.
Moritz says he's like going. All of them are in. They're both following each other, including Colin.
Yeah, I think he has to. I think he's going to be too disadvantaged on the used hard tyres. I think he has to pit. We're looking at the side. I can see quite a few white wall tyres coming out, and there is for Moritz, there is for Mac. Everyone is. Collins, had to go on the mediums. Jackster, everyone is going to the hard tyres, and I think you have to. If you've saved a set of the mediums, you're going to have to. It's the only time. Yeah.
It's too early though. It's too early to do the remainder of the race, unless there's another safety car. For me, if I would now be sitting here not comfortable. Mm-hmm. Again, right? Let's go alternate strategy. I would have stayed out and been at the front.
I think the tyre deck is going to be too different though. We know the mediums don't like a warm-up. Ryan said he just hit too much throttle on the inside curb, or maybe the exit curb, and he was having a good race. He was having a fantastic race.
He was.
As well, so yeah, desperately unlucky for you, Ryan, my friend. It's absolutely gutting, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's that, and again though, it just shows the unforgivability of this track. You get on one of the curbs, you're going straight to the scene of the accident, and you ain't coming back from it. Ultimately.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, you're right there.
So Flattery's up to 4th, Kingsley's 3rd, Mac is 2nd, Moritz is 1st. So he has to do his hard work all over again. He's going to do a safety car restart. Colin is the outlier. Carl's the outlier, but I would probably say not in that front battle. See, Colin needs to make hay whilst the sun shines, but if you were him, you almost want to protect the tyres and bring them in a little bit better. You don't want to kind of rush it.
I think he's probably got the chance to do that with the people on the hard tyres around him, who are going to take that little bit longer to get the heat in them. So he probably could, in a way, he could bring them in, as you said, just that bit longer. So it could possibly happen.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's probably the kind of nice thing. You just kind of want to just bring everything in a little bit nicely, try and bring it in carefully, but the challenge that they've got is they're all so closely matched that they're all going to be battling. There's not an easy way here of saying, take it easy boys, there's only one DRS zone, I don't need to worry about it. You've got 4 DRS zones, you have to go for it. Although I'm also thinking when the safety car comes in, because we've got Avinash and G-Star?
Avinash, Armour, G-Star's in the pack, so I think... Yeah, G-Star actually, yes, good point, it is actually.
Yeah, G-Star and Avinash. Arma's in the pack, he's driving off the road, which is fine. So will it allow them to get to the pack, or will it go without it? That's going to be the question. Now,
I
for the hards,
when it's end of the race, it has that where it doesn't. But this early on, I think it should let them catch the back of the pack. But this will help those who pitted for the mediums, I think, more to help the length of them.
It will. what was interesting though was the fact that people were struggling on grip after lap 6 on mediums, and you just think, but then again, the hards weren't looking much better.
They weren't at all. No, you're right, and that's why I think the hards. I think this is coming at a great time, a little bit early for a full race strategy, but it's come at a great time for those who were on the medium tyres to get off them as the grip was starting to fail. Early for those who are on the hards, that's really hampered them because they've been forced into pit stops that they probably did not want to do. And it goes back into what you were saying in the break, in the interval, was you would start on the mediums because of the fact you have these potential early-ish safety cars, and then you just, it's going to hurt the hard tyre winners, and it has done exactly that. Not as early as we thought.
No, but it happened, and I was just interested as to why Avinash got 3-second time penalty under the safety car. I am slightly bemused by that.
Yeah, I think sometimes if he's got his delta or if he hasn't, then he can go a bit quicker and he's just pushing to get to the back of the pack, and it happens. I've managed to get a warning once, slow speed, when I've had delta, because you are running slow, so you brake or you turn, and suddenly you turn too much.
Yeah. Oh no, completely. It's just always an interesting one.
It is.
So safety car should come in this lap because Avinash is just beginning to come back at the pack. I'm still sitting here thinking to myself, there's going to be another round of pit stops, but I think it will be, if there's no safety cars, I think someone may try putting on the softs for the final 4 or 5 laps. But the thing is, you have to time it perfectly because you're going to have to regain your pit stop loss. Yeah,
it is going to be difficult, isn't it? I think you're right. It's not the longest pit stop in the world, but it is quite a high average speed, so you can lose quite a bit of time. So, safety car in. Everyone, we've been trying to get that last bit of heat into their tyres. It's going to be interesting, as you said, see what the guys on the medium tyres can do on this restart. We saw Jackson have a great start and get past Alex and I think it was Colin on the hards, and Colin came back as well. So
Maka is not waiting. He is nose to tail at some points of Moritz.
But Marita's gone before the second to last corner. He has gone very, very early. Try and catch everybody napping. Maka got a good exit though, so he's managed to hold to the back. It's hurt Airways because he was at the wrong part of the track, of course, because you have the second last corner to deal with. But Marit is away, and we have green flag racing once more. KG all over the back of Maka. Is he going to try and make a move early? No DRS this lap. Can't quite do it this time round, but this has just brought them back to Maka, who was starting to pull away in the early stages.
KG is racing, but the problem is he's going to lose them time because Maka's going to have to defend. They should be focused as a bit of teamwork. But look at this, 4/10 Moritz, Maka.
Yeah, absolutely. And Maka has been quick in a straight line. We talked about the downforce levels down here, and it is a big playoff for, do you choose the high top speeds, using quite a bit of his battery to try to push on in this lap. This may hurt him when the DRS comes active. Take as much of the inside curve as possible. Can use that red curve, and I like to see some people use it. That's quite interesting that he was able to use that curve through turn 13. But he's just hampered.
Airways dropped behind Collins, so Collins passed one of these things, but now let's look at the so 7/10 at the top of the game.
Yeah, they won't get the DRS till later on in the lap. KG just weaving out.
I was about to say he's just and he missed the apex there as well, but he was just kind of pulling out almost.
Yeah, sometimes it's just useful to get your braking point, to not have the slipstream, that little bit of overspeed.
Yep.
So you can pick your braking point where you need to be.
Going on board with KG, it is obvious where that dirty air is coming, because I'm comparing it to when I went on board with his qualifying lap, and it is so hesitant. The steering movements, the inputs are so sort of difficult, but he's now gaining.
Yeah, because Maka went wide through turn 6. Has he got the DRS? Maka didn't. And there goes KG. See you later. Thank you very much. Coming through. And now then, what can he do? Oh, you can see. Look at the car. We've got a great long camera angle through 11. And Wow Airways has joined the 3-second club.
I think that's his. Is that his second?
It is. It is. Colin has now got through on Flatty as well, so you're right, those mediums working very well, and he's going to try to close that gap as much as he possibly can, about half a second to get within the DRS of the top 3. KG is in the DRS, didn't get it though, was just outside, but he got a great run through the final corner and managed to gain a couple of tenths, so maybe Reed didn't quite...
3 seconds. He was too greedy on turn 1.
Yeah, and it unsettled him massively. He went very wide through turn 2 and cost him, well, those 3 tenths he gained in the last sector. He's just lost them once again. And now he's going to have a bit of difficulty. He's pushing, though, through this part, the end of the first sector. Trying, and he's pushed, and he's just, I think, got the DRS. I'm not sure where the DRS line is.
Oh, no, I think it was there.
Oh, I think it was, yeah. So has he got it? Let's have a ride on board. Let's look back.
No.
He doesn't have it, but Maka does.
But he's still gaining on Moritz by 2 tenths on that straight. Both of them no DRS.
Yeah, interesting how the slipstream is working, and that dirty air, exactly as you said, because those cars are moving around so much at this point, and of course the hard tyres, they're more susceptible, aren't they, to it, just that overall lower grip.
They are.
But KG's got 6 seconds, I didn't realise. I thought he had 3, he's got 6.
Oh, he's got 6, yeah. So he's going to kind of have to watch it. I mean, out of all of them, the one who's got the most in their battery is Maka.
Yeah, I think sometimes when you are there at the back, if you've got the DRS, you sort of use it to keep within that DRS, and then just use the slipstream, use the DRS to keep yourself there until you feel that it is time you have the pace. So when you see the car in front flashing down, on an exit of a corner, so we say, when it's absolutely crucial, that's when you know it's time to attack. But these
Thomas has passed Alex, and Loppy's passed Jackster back in the pack, but again, so Colin's kind of bottomed out about 1.3 behind this group, but again, I think he just has to let these guys battle.
Yeah, he is. It was about 1.5, wasn't it? Yeah, so it has stayed there.
Here comes Kingsley.
Yeah.
Is he going to look?
Let's have a ride on board. Not close enough, and you're right, that just the understeer. Yeah.
But he's got a decent run, but I don't think he's not close enough.
He's not. No, you're right. That it's so difficult through turn 11.
Would you? And again, totally legitimate question. Would you rather be in Maritz's position or Maka's? Ignore Kingsley just now. First or third right now, if it was you.
I think I would probably prefer to be in Maka's position. I think I would be frustrated because you feel that you've got the battery saved, you've got the speed, and you're sort of, Kingsley very decisive too. Is this going to be an opportunity for Maka? No, Kingsley defends.
Moritz had a moment out of 1 as well.
I think as Moritz, because you can't shake that 1 second, you can't get rid of Kingsley. It's sliding everywhere.
It's like Kimi Räikkönen in a rally car.
It really is. And I mean, he's doing a great job of it. He's holding it there, and he's not losing too much time. This is the closest he's been. He could have a go this time round. But I think, because you're judging it on Maritz's pace, and Maritz, this is where you can't shake that 1 second. This is where he's going to be at risk. Kingsley had a look into 11, had to back out of it. Is he going to get the run through 12? I think he's just dropped a little bit of time again. I think
Colin's
he is.
He's got 3 seconds as well, but he's dropped back about 2 points. Well, no, because Flattery's passed
through,
Colin.
He has.
So I wonder if we're now starting to see where the mediums are starting to go off. But the crucial thing for these hard runners, and I've seen it in all 3 of them, the rear's given away quicker. You can see it. And Kingsley through the ass corner. I mean, it's stepping out. So he's got a really high-speed car, but it's skinny.
It is. It absolutely, really is, and it's becoming more apparent. We mentioned this earlier, that the hards are a difficult race tyre. And they are slow, they are tough, to use, and this is now becoming very, very apparent the way the Kings, I mean, he's holding on and sliding it and not losing too much time fantastically well, but it's going to cause more wear. It's going to cause more heat. And this is where I would think, if you're Maurice and you can see that in your rear mirror, as long as you can defend, you're okay. You wouldn't be too upset. You want to push on, obviously. As Maka, you're probably at this point getting a little bit frustrated, thinking, right, let me have a go. I'm not sliding like you. I've got the better tyres. Come on. But he just can't.
Are you sitting there thinking, that's fine, oh, and he runs deep. Alright, and he gets 3 seconds, Maurice.
Wow.
So
this is actually Kingsley having a go this time round, and now he does have him on the inside. Maurice had to give way. He's going to try the switch back. He can't quite, because Kingsley got the car straight.
Maka almost, and I want to say, had a little nibble at the rear of Maurice, and I thought he would have damaged his front wing there. But what I was about to say before all that happened is, if you're Maka, let these two have a little bit of a battle, take bits out of each other, and then sneak up behind them with better battery.
Yeah, very good point. Very, very good point. And potentially better tyres, but you don't want to be looking. You saw in the back, Maurice has got another 3 seconds!
He's got 6 seconds in about 6 corners!
But this did this last week to a few drivers. You got 2 warnings in one corner. I wonder if that's what's just happened. If it happened, because that's becoming a little bit more apparent, unfortunately. Nibs 10 seconds, difficult one for Nibs. Speeding in the pit lane.
Lap 18. Captain Nibs retired.
Yeah, in the pits.
So he got a corner cutting.
Oh, look at this. Maka is now having a look at Maurice. The boat's got the DRS. But Maka is on the inside. He's got the run and he's got through. So now Maka up into second. We talked about, is he just waiting, biding his time? And he has done. And he's in a great position. I
wonder if Maurice, by the looks of it, has got one of those kind of difficult 3 seconds all on the same lap. But what you don't see is what corner, and it would be quite handy if they did. But I do wonder again, I'm now doing exactly the same as we did with Maka, sitting on board with Maurice, looking at these two, and he has to now think, I've got 3 second penalty minimum.
Yeah.
And I've got Maka who has none. So how do I do this? I've got 10 laps left, but I've got kind of these two in front having a battle. Oh.
It is a tough one. It is. And then, to be fair, I nearly said before it all went crazy this time was the Flatty Colin Airways. They were 2.5 now behind. They've dropped off a little bit, but they weren't that far away. 2.5 seconds is not a lot. If you make a mistake round here, if you get the car redeciding, if you go wide at some of the important corners, turn 1 for example, turn 6, there's a lot of gravel, and that is very detrimental. It's not just you're going wide on grass, you can get it, it's not tarmac. This is where you've got the gravel, and Colin is looking. Colin's still keeping those mediums alive still.
Yeah,
so he's still got some pace. Yeah, he's still got some pace left, but they are just dropping quite a bit of time now to the top 3. But you're right, I think this top 3, Maka in the driving speed.
He's went wide at the bottom of bottom of the hill, but 14. And he just drifted too wide, and that's going to fall him out of DRS. And this is the problem in this little battle. If you fall out of DRS, you've had it.
Yeah, potentially. Or you want the top 2 to have a battle, because Maka is quite close to the back of Kingsley.
He is not using his ERS. He is game playing this to perfection.
He is at the moment.
No, he's not even going down.
Did he use a DRS at that point?
No, he's there. I almost think he is building up his battery just for the point of then running away with this.
Yeah, I think you're right, and because he doesn't need to. He's got 6 seconds of penalty over these other guys. Minimum 3 for Maurice if we look at that later, potentially. Alex is in the pits. I know there's some battles further down, folks, but this top 3 is so enthralling. We've got, actually, Jackster battling with Loppy and CL as well. That's a great battle of some very, very quick, very competitive drivers as well.
Keeping an eye on that, but again, looking out the front, Maka gaining, doesn't.
Loppy!
Wow, he's in a little nibble! Maka and KG, little nibble! or I was about to say a little nibble. A little nibble there. Again, coming into turn number kind of 14, and again, just very much a case of not getting the car slowed down enough. Little nibble at the back, but no distinct damage.
Lucky for that, Loppy and Jackson. That was so close through turn 10. Loppy had to cut the corner slightly to avoid Jackson. Jackson was very defensive. Left half a car's width, and Loppy has a goal. Maka, yep, he has. Well, the outside into turn 3. It's so close. And KG just look at the behind. Maurice having a sniff as well.
There's no room there.
Oh, how did Maurice get through? They held it.
I mean, again, right, those two could have quite easily had a bit of wheel banging, but if you're Maka, you've went from probably planning quite effectively to a bit of a rash decision, ran wide, and now all that advantage you build up is gone again, although Maurice is a second behind Kingsley. Maurice gets another 3 seconds. So it's at least 6. So if you're Maka, you actually could just sit quite happily and let these two battle, because you're going to win it.
You are.
Well, on the basis you don't do anything silly.
Yeah, I mean, as these are going on, look in the background there, because it's only 2 seconds now. They're closing in a little bit. It's toing and froing that gap, but those guys are not out of it. Flatty as well. No penalties for him. Let's have a quick look at the penalty situation. 6 and 9.
Kingsley's got no grip. Moritz has passed him. Oh no, Moritz is playing the game as well. But is he going to go through?
Is he into turn 1? He did not inside line yet. Yes. Oh, gets him in snaky on exit. That's hampered KG, because now Maka's going to have the run.
Yep.
He's gone to the inside. Maka. KG had to give him room. Oh, there's just about the room. That was so close. KG held on.
Compromise himself.
Oh,
but again,
slidey.
If you're Maka, you need to think about the man who is currently driving away at the front. Yeah. Because if you battle with KG the way you did, you're just costing yourselves time.
You are, absolutely. But KG's just kept within the DRS, so that's going to help them down here to pull that back once more. They're still pulling away from Colin. Airways is having a good look and has got through now with the DRS. Flatty very close as well. Flatty's in for a good finish. I can't go which is going to
I'm sorry, Maritz's car I could not.
Oh, Flatty joined the 3 seconds.
Cope with. That car is writhing about more than Chris Bailey's hair on a windy day.
I think he'll appreciate that.
He will. But I mean, oh no. I mean, it's turns 11, 12 that are just the ones that offset the car.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Wow. So we've got 6 more laps after this one. This is going to be interesting. If they can take the hard tyres all the way, do you risk it or do you just stay out? I think they're going to stay out. I'll be very surprised. Yeah, I think you're right. If one pits, do you chance it or
no?
I think you just got to stay out now. I mean, Colin's the one I think is very impressive. He's still there with Airways Flatty as well. Big gap to CL Spam in 7th, who's kind of on his own. Loppy is battling still with Jackson. G-Star for company. That's an all Dutch battle.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
It is. If you pit now, though, so say you're Maurice and you pit, you're going to come out in probably 11th.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
You don't have free air, so you're going to have to pass people, and you're going to get involved in their battle. So even if one did pit, you just stay out, track position.
Yeah, because you don't know that anyone else around you is going to pit. You're right, you will have some free air, but yeah, it's the speed that you will catch. Oh, Maccabisladi. Yeah, it's the speed you're going to catch everybody ahead. And yeah, exactly that. You need to rely on everybody else. You need to rely on an undercut for it to work.
Yep.
But that's not guaranteed. If it was 3 laps prior, lap 20 or so, and the grip levels like this, you probably are.
Yeah.
But at this point, with only 5 more laps, you kind of want to hold on, unless it gets too bad. Oh, KG big through turn 2. That's going to hamper.
Mac has passed him. Kingsley needs to watch, and I'm not going to try and tell him how to drive, because I'm not as quick as he is. However, I am going to tell him how to drive. Stop feigning moves on the pit straight, because you're deliberately offsetting yourself for the first corner. You should just, if you're not going to overtake, don't do it, because he's done that a few times and he's cocked it up, shall I say. Anyway,
Well, I'll just say that. But yes, it is. No, it is. Yeah, it is. It's. Yeah, okay, I get it at times. If you're not that close, yeah, you then put yourself on in the dirty side of the track, and that does make a difference when you're offline.
Yep.
And it is going to, as you say, it's going to compromise and come back on into the braking zone, and it is KG another 3 seconds as well. So this is everything's just playing into Macca's hands. He just needs to stay there now.
He does, and I mean his car looks a handful as it is, let alone whatever is going on in the other two cars, which at times has looked absolutely not on the rails. But he needs to watch. He's the only one in the top 9 who doesn't. Oh, he got so close to the barrier there. Oh,
wow.
No. These are the things that, see, when you are close to a race win, as we both know.
Yep.
All I can think of right now is last season in Tier 3. It was Spa, and I was leading it, and Avinash was hunting me down and all that, on dry tyres, and you're sitting there going, or brand new inters, and you're going, every move you overthink.
Yeah,
and
you overthink the braking, you overthink the throttle, whether you overuse the throttle. Tell you what, this battle, Airways has got the gap to 1.3. KG has lost the DRS. His tyres are gone. Airways is closing in, that 1.3. Colin's a bit further back. He's got now battle with Flatty. This isn't over by any stretch of the imagination. Penalties, Airways does have 6 seconds though. The man who started second and was my tip, that's why I don't bet on horses, because the one Goodwood last season, he's still running. Oh my goodness me!
Turn 13, sorry, the Scary went too deep.
But that's it, because the tyres now are beyond usable.
Saving, yes.
Yes, beyond saving, yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
They're crying on a Barbie somewhere. They are being rotated, and they are very well done indeed. Flatty just can't cope because Airways is there, almost within the 1 second as well. Working Flatty, he's through on Colin. Marice's got 3 seconds. So outside shot.
12.
Yeah, but outside shots for second right now is Flatty. Currently in 5th, he's got 3 seconds. Collins on 3, CDL a bit further back, but he's closed that gap actually. That's only 4 seconds. That was 7 before. So this is going to be...
is going to fall behind KG, behind Airways, behind Flaherty, behind Colin, behind CD...
Spam.
That'll be him. But again, irrespective of that, it's just become untidy.
And that's because everyone is desperate with their tyres now. They're trying to keep it. We're looking at the position changes here. Macca up 2, started on 3rd. Kingsley started 4th. He's up to 3rd. CDL up 10 places this evening. He's had a fantastic race so far. I know G-Star's at 5. He has to pit shortly anyway. Second to last lap, he has to pit, being a Tier 1 man. But yeah, there's a lot of movers and shakers. It's been unfortunate for Andrew with his technology issue. We've got red car. What a great start of the race. Unfortunately caused a safety car. Last corner, Captain Nibs, not sure what happened to him. DNF in the pits as well. Alex, he did that second stop, he had to.
He does.
And he has tumbled down the order and just can't get through. But
is about
he is. Having a think about it. So Airways has kept his tyres very well done indeed to keep those tyres going. That is not a place he wanted to overtake, but was sort of forced into it. He wanted the DRS, I am sure, was trying to be patient, but they have lost. Look at that 3.5 seconds, such as Kingsley's drop off with his tyres, struggling now to get them through for the next 2.5 laps. The top 2 have disappeared off into the distance. Flaherty is rubbing his hands together, I am sure, of a podium this evening. So is Colin. I think this is, just to be fair, it's going to be a straight fight for the podium regardless. Let's go back to those penalties. Let's have a look at that.
Macca is passed by Moritz again, but he's going to go around him.
Side.
See, if you're Macca right now, and again, right, you want to win it on track. Yeah, I know that, but you don't want to take any risks, right? Why? You know the guy in front of you has got at least 9, or well, you'll see it's 12 seconds.
Yep.
Why don't you just go, do you know what? That's fine. You play those games. I'll just quite happily sit behind you and I'll get the win.
Yeah,
But that's
absolutely.
not in the spirit.
No, it's not. Of course not. Everyone wants to win. On track, Airways managed to defend against KG. Flatty wasn't able to get through. Avanash having a difficult one. He's on 15 seconds. Still in the points, though. He will still score a point. He's got 15 seconds over Armour at this point. Carl battling with Alex. He'll get that position. Dumas Hornet has luckily joined because he would have joined, lost quite a few valuable seconds if he can get back in his car. Difficult one for the Pratt brothers. I say the brothers just because I'm going to include Simon in this, because I can.
Well,
because he's raced rubbish and didn't even turn up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't race, so therefore we can say we want Flaherty up past. It's only KG, so he's lost a further space. As you said, gone tyres. Maka's still there. Let's see if Maritz's rear again just steps out. It just looks so uncomfortable. Like, no. Loppy's kind of not really gone anywhere. Jack still kind of move up one.
Maka through the final corner. I think Maka's slightly got the better tyres, looked after them just that little bit better when he was sitting there in third, just keeping with them, as you said, just being patient, just doing what he needed to do. And now we've got the final lap of the race. Flaherty is through on KG. His tyres are struggling so badly he will actually drop behind Colin and CL Spam, and it's gonna be it's gonna be good points for. What happened to CL? I just mentioned
him.
He's in the pits.
Yeah, calm yourself.
I know. I didn't see that. I panicked.
It's alright, because I'd silently panicked and went, and I was like, no, calm. And Maka is going to try and do this on the track.
I think he is. But
he doesn't have enough ERS.
I just saw his light flashing absolutely. Yeah. He is in the wrong country for flashing that red light.
Yep. He's not going to make it.
He's not quite, but he will get it on penalties.
So Airways is going to finish. Oh God, no, he's not.
Second.
Oh God,
no, he's second. No, it could be Flatty in second at the minute.
Third.
Oh, third. Oh, we'll have to wait. Well, this might take a while.
Flattery will be second.
Airways third.
Colin
fourth, maybe. Possibly, yeah.
We'll do this live.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah. So that is Maurice will take the checkered flag with Maki will take it after penalties. Airways will cross the line in third. And now we're going to wait. Flatty did take second, and then we're waiting for Airways. Colin managed to hold third. Colin was fourth. Maurice drops to fifth. Unfortunately, KG will be in sixth. Loppy will be in eighth because Jackson will take that off him. And Smith is going to be. We'll wait on that one because
he'll be.
CDL's tier one. He's dropped down a bit. So Bit finishes ninth. Dumas Hornet 10th. That's good for him, especially with the connection issues. Smith in 11th. CL Spam in 12th. Alex is going to be in 13th. He's just letting. I don't think he's got any tyres off. I think he's lost a fuel. I think he's run out of fuel as Alex. He's very slow at this point, but he will be.
I don't know actually.
But G-Star, of course, has more penalty in his tier 1, so he is not going to go and overtake for the sake of it. So there we are. That was difficult. That was hard to keep up.
It was, but I think though this if you're tier 1, tier 0, tier 3 and tier 4, you almost now look at it and go, right, what have I learned from that? Yeah. And the reality is you burn your tyres too quickly and you're going to just fall back. Yeah. So you're going to have to get that balance. And you probably learn and say, I'll battle selectively.
It's okay, I'm going to go and join Ryan in that wall at about lap 4. So it's fine.
Just put the soft tyres on then instead.
Yeah, probably. More than likely. So there we are. We're going to skip a little bit of the podium celebration so we can see. The game gives the race win, of course, to Maka. Fast lap for Armour. Drive of the day to CL with the most overtakes. The cleanest for Jackster. So, provisional finishing positions. Ladies and gents, is Maka takes the win. Flatty in second with Airways in third. Then we have Colin in fourth ahead of Maurice with those 12 seconds of penalties. KG in sixth with Jackson in seventh ahead of Loppy, Bit and Dumas Hornet in the top 10. The rest of the point scoring finishes are Smith in 11th with CLS in 12th, Alex in 13th, G-Star 14th, and Avanash a lot down, but in 15th. Armour is in 16th with fastest lap. Nibs unfortunately retired, so did Redcar and Andrew as well. That was great fun.
It was, and to be fair, your pick, Airways, finished third, mine's finished second, so we can claim the moral victory.
We got a double podium, didn't we?
We did.
So we did well.
Exactly.
We did do well. But Macca, what a great race from him. It just kept it neat, kept it tidy, tried, had a few iffy moments, but was just patient with it, did exactly what he needed to do. And for me, I'm going to give him driver of the day for that.
Quite right. I would agree with that. I think he did very well under the circumstances, and that is exactly what the rest of the tiers need to do. Keep it clean, and you'll make places.
Absolutely. 100%. So we have got about 20 to 25 minutes, folks, before myself tries to navigate and try not to get 21 seconds of penalties in 3 laps and tries to make it to the end. And the Tier 1 boys, of course, will be taking to the track very, very soon. So please do hang around for that. Do ring the bell, hit the like button if you haven't already, and we will go live very, very soon. Gav, it's been a pleasure as always, my friend. It really has.
As always, yes. Loved it, and we will do it again very soon.
We certainly will, my friend. Absolutely. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. We will see you all very, very soon indeed. Have a lovely evening. Good night.
Toodaloo.